Alright guys, in today's video of FlexiSTARTER, we're going to be looking at how to save your project files. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we have daily updates. Otherwise, so we're back in the program here. Now we've briefly covered this in the user interface and that, but today we'll be specifically looking at saving your files and a few different ways to do that. So now, obviously this is a very important feature, but most of you that are computer literate will already know how to use this. But if you're new to computers, you might forget to save and then end up losing a lot of work, which does happen. So eventually you'll see you'll create a form of disorder, which I call, where you'll constantly be hitting your shortcut key to save, especially after you've run into a few problems more than once. So then let's start with the easiest way to save your file is on our standard menu here. We go to this little stiffy like floppy icon, and then if you click this, it will ask you to save, but if you've already saved your file, it will just save it. As you can see now, it's grayed out, so I can't click it because my file is saved. But if it's the first time you're saving, it will open a dialog box, something like save as. We'll ask you where do you want to save it to. Then you just want to navigate to where you want it, type in your name, and then you click save. By default, it will save it as a FlexiSTARTER file format, which you can see here is FS, for FlexiSTARTER. Now, after you've saved the first time, then when you click save, it will do what it just did. So it won't ask you anything, it will just save it. Then you can also save from our main menu on top here. You go to File, and then we go to Save. You can see at the moment it's also grayed out because we haven't made any changes. As soon as you make changes, it will give you an option to save again. And as you can see, the shortcut key for that is Ctrl+S. I would highly recommend get used to using that. Like I said, then you can develop a bit of a disorder like me as well, but it saves you a lot of time when you don't have to redo work. Then let's say for some reason you have you want to make big changes to your project, but you're afraid of damaging the old stuff, so you want to kind of keep a copy of it or backup or so forth. Then what you can always do is you navigate to the bottom one, which is save as. Shortcut key for that is Ctrl+Shift+S. It's not as important to remember, but if you do, it is simple. So we'll just be basically adding a shift to the basic Ctrl+S, my apologies. And then what this will do is then it will bring up that dialog box I showed you earlier, but this will bring it up every time you say Ctrl+Save+As. Then you can take your name and you can add maybe version 2 or backup or anything like that. You click save, then it will save the new one. But keep in mind, then you will be in the new one. So if we, let's say, on top here, we can see the current file we are navigating or working in, our current project. It's called bookmark. Now let's go to this one and we make it bookmark backup. So bring backup here. Now if we click save, you will notice on top here, now we are currently working in the backup. So that is important if you're using the save as option to create backups, so that you don't make a lot of changes and then you open your previous one the next time you work, you wonder where's all my changes. Meanwhile, it's saved in the backup. So if that is the case, then you just want to go again to File, Save As, and then you actually just save it over bookmark. I know this all seems very complicated, but the more competent you get with it, the more it makes sense. Now, as you can see on top in our title bar, we are in the bookmark again. But for instance, if you are making big changes and you want to work on a new file, then the previous method is fine. You don't have to go back to saving to the original. So otherwise, that is the basics on saving. So like I said, the shortcut for that is Ctrl+S. I would highly recommend you get used to using that. Otherwise, if we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, we do have a variety of different programs we cover. And also we have this nice little feature here to isolate your search if you're looking for anything specific. But if for some reason you don't find what you're looking for, you can always go here, request a training video. Then we will make that video for you. Otherwise, thanks guys for watching and cheers.